Alright, we're streaming. Behave yourselves.
Rocket.
Oh,
Chili Rocket
I was in the middle of eating a jelly brain.
reminds me of a dog.
Think you took it into the Halloween treats already.
Actually, they're nearly gone. A whole bag of Twixes, all gone. Wait,
Twixes.
what are you drawing there?
Chili Rocket.
It's definitely a schnauzer, that. Look at the shape of its head.
It'd
Yeah.
never
What
get
on
up the stairs.
Oh,
Bad.
right. Let me know when
Previously.
you're streaming.
We're streaming.
He's already streaming.
Oh yeah, we're definitely demonetised. We're not making our fortunes this week, chaps.
Oh no. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, you faced off with a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex, and somehow, well, you beat it with some help from a stranger of the name of Arthur Simber. You were later captured by quite a few goblins, tribal goblins, taken to their leader, and told in no uncertain terms to retrieve an artifact for them that was stolen by Akrabuamelu. And were sent on your way immediately.
Dun-dun-dun.
I
Did anyone
mean,
else write down that name? Aqua what?
it's in
Agramelu.
the
It's in the
it's in the
chat
Discord.
because
Right.
Pete knew.
Didn't know I can't spell it.
Akreb Armello.
Acrobat.
Akrabuamelu.
The
Was
next
it
3
not a
hours of the
man?
stream is just us going Akrakamanmuelu.
Do not know the way.
Wash your hands, you dirty pig.
Wash your hands, you dirty pig. Okay, so yeah, they pointed you in the rough direction. Told you it's in the mountains. And off you went to the north.
Was it round about here?
Around about here.
Oh, good. So it's not a sort of a day hike then.
It's a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's a good hike, but it's not like a 40-50 mile trip.
Yes.
Cool. Onwards, chaps. He says, bounding with adventure. Bounding with adventure.
After a couple of hours walk to the north, the trees are getting a bit thinner now as you approach the base of this mountain. What you can only assume is part of the Mist Cliffs.
Is the mountain rising above us?
The mountain rises above you, as off in the distance you hear a sound, and I apologize in advance. It sounds like this. As it echoes around the trees.
Cool.
Okay. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, of course you can.
Guess not.
You get the general direction where it's coming from.
Does it
but
sound animalistic?
It sounds extremely. It doesn't. You've never heard anything more animalistic in your life.
I'm going to ask Elias if he thinks it's a good idea for me to mimic that sound or not.
He looks back at Blaine like, maybe not right now. Don't want to attract the things now, do we?
This is true.
What would you like to do?
Light a torch.
It's broad daylight. Like,
I don't care. Animals don't like fire particularly.
all right.
Stranger danger.
What's Shardia saying?
Can I fly up? Just if the trees are thinning, can I fly up above the tree line and see if I can't spot where any rustling movement? I want to get a grasp of how big this thing is.
Yeah, okay. So you lift off, you fly through the canopy, so you're clear of the canopy. Up ahead, directly north, you see the mountains. And let's have a perception from you as well, Quinn.
Please be
Hello, tough.
good.
Easy peasy.
15.
You spot. Okay, 15, almost easy peasy. You spot a statue, a very, very large statue of a head in a clearing just up ahead. That's where the sound's coming from. You do spot movement in the tree line around this around the statue, but unmistakably you see quite a lot of fresh fruit laid out in front of this statue, as well as a collection of what appears to be different color squares in front of the statue.
Ooh. Is it just one animal sounding noise? Is there many animal sounding noises?
15, just one.
Just one. Okay, I'll swoop back down and I'll let the party know what I've seen. I relay to the party.
The tension is palpable.
Hello, party?
I think
All
everybody's
up
going to
there.
mute.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't realise I was on mute. My bad.
Well, we're up there.
Big head, lots of fruit, lots of shiny stones, and lots of movement along the tree line.
Like a human head?
Was it a human head, Peter, or was it just a head-shaped head?
You know, is it Christmas Island?
Oh, the
Oh,
Easter
yeah.
Island heads.
Easter
Yeah.
Island.
That's it, Easter Island.
Like a big head.
Be right back, Mia's not well.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's too bad. I wanted them to mimic that sound.
Maybe next time.
We are on my way. Sorry.
So what sort of movement would it? Could you make out how big the creatures or whatever were?
The tree canopy was quite thick. She could see definite movement around that thing.
Just in one area, then.
I
Yeah.
would suspect by the noise and how the trees were rustling, we're dealing with something quite beefy. Maybe not T-Rex gonna chomp me, eat you in one hit kind of beefy, but you know.
Elias says like an ape.
Yeah, that's it. Like
Hmm.
like Brutus, but with more hair.
He laughs as like, is that possible?
Shall we proceed, but with caution?
Does Eku know anything about these statues?
Good question.
What are you asking? Does she know anything about the statues?
Yeah. Does she know what landmark this is?
She says the statues were created for the worship of Ubtao millennia ago. The sound we are hearing is probably an ape.
Elias says, Ubtao, you say. Is it safe to go up there?
Wait, Ubtao is the god of, was the god of Chult. You are already in his territory.
Okay, Elias wants to go up then. I want to go and see these statues and
Okay.
you know, see what I can learn.
Is everybody going with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Thanks
just
for
fly
not
up.
abandoning me, folks.
I'll fly above and like coast above the canopy. just a sort of scout.
Okay. All right. So you approach what at first from the ground seemed to be a hill, and it actually proves to be vine-covered and fern-topped rocks and a statue. As we go, boink. Shadia, let me know if your sound is ridiculously loud.
Nope, it's lovely and normal this time.
Okay, good. Dressing me out. Okay, good. As you continue to hear these guttural sounds, these callings, yeah. Where's Quinn right now? In relation to the statue?
Probably level with just a little bit above the canopy, so I imagine I can see the top of its head.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna put you there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nobody's spotted me yet.
This giant ape, man-like in shape, if not in posture, has such a ridiculously powerful build that you gawk at its savage strength. One blow from its doubled fist could easily dash out the brains of even the brawniest humanoid warrior. And this beast could certainly tear off a limb or two with little effort should you raise its ire. As this giant ape just kind of seems to be spinning around, like in the silly gorilla videos where they're just kind of messing about, but he's very much got his eye on you. As it continued to let out his ooh, ooh sound. As it dances around these bits of cloth that are lying around in front of the statue.
Oh. Can I make out what's resting on the altar here?
Fruit, as far as you can tell.
Mm.
In its hand, as he spins around, you eventually catch the glint of something very shiny in its hand.
Ooh.
What's the rest of the party doing?
Probably hear that.
I mean, I want to investigate that statue. Can I see the? Is it just
you can see over this rock. You can see the top of the statue.
Okay, I mean, Elias wants to kind of.
Can everybody see the map, by the way? Everybody can see, okay?
Yeah.
I wanna head towards what looks like the easiest route up to the statue, if that's the case.
Okay. I mean, you can either go around the rock or you can climb on top. It's up to you.
I'll go around the rock.
Okay.
Like this way where you mentioned.
All right.
Yeah,
so as you sneak up, you look up into the sky. You can quite clearly see that the majestic wings of Quinn Talatoft spread as she circles around. You spot it, Elias. This huge ape.
Ooh. Stranger danger.
I'm back.
I wonder if I've got any fruit. Have I got any fruit that I can give to it?
You picked up some fruit, didn't you? I can't remember what it was now.
Oh.
I vaguely believe we did.
I've got some fruit that makes us stronger. Do you fancy having a snack on that? I think there's one lot left, isn't there?
No, I would like to give it to the gorilla so it doesn't rip me limb from limb. Was really my thinking, to be honest with you.
Makes you stronger. Let's not give it that one then.
I'm not particularly bothered if it makes the gorilla stronger. I'm just hoping that it's happy enough not to murder me.
Yeah, I might see if I've got some other less.
How are you approaching this, Craig?
I mean, slowly.
So what, you like peeking around the corner, or are you just like
Yeah,
full
yeah.
on?
I'm gonna like peek around the corner to start with,
All right,
and
let's
then
have
if
a
I've
let's
got
have a
fruit,
stealth.
I'm gonna like I'm not gonna go right up to the gorilla enough for it to just grab me and murder me, but I'm gonna maybe try and put the fruit down in like as an offering in an opening over here, and then back away. But first, stealth.
Ooh. Okay. He spots you.
Okay,
He stops spinning around, and he's stopped dead, and he's staring right at you,
okay.
as his eyes dart between you and the sky.
Okay, I think he's maybe nervous because there's two of us here.
Okay. He is looking around nervously.
All right, I'm just gonna put some fruit on the floor, like here or something, and I'm gonna just slowly back up, and hopefully he takes that and doesn't see me as a threat.
Okay, so are you like offering him the fruit?
Yeah, basically.
Are you saying anything or doing anything?
He's. I know that this is a statue to Ubtao, right? Like some sort of shrine for Ubtao.
It is some kind of shrine.
Echo
Yes.
said that, right?
Yeah.
I will say an offering for Ubtao, and that's about it, I think.
You saying that to this ape?
Just as like I'll place it down and just kind of say an offering for Ubtao, and then back away like gently and slowly. I don't want to spook it, to be honest.
Okay, what's everybody else doing who has not yet seen this ape? Is Mike back?
Yeah, I think Mike said you were back.
I am back.
Right.
I'm probably looking at the back of this rock, weighing up whether I can climb up it, but it's probably not going to be.
Well, Elias has gone around the corner.
Yeah.
So you're completely unaware. Oh, where's Brutus gone? Oh, is there?
No, I mean whether to scale the rock up, that way, or whether to go around the corner. Just kind of like pondering. I think that's what I'm doing at the minute. Whether to try and attempt this rock climb, or go follow which way Elias has gone. So I'll just kind of like hang here, I think.
Okay. And what is Blaine doing?
Probably following Elias, but keeping my distance.
Okay. So as the three of you come into view, this ape beats his chest and lets out a guttural growl. I forgot about Echo. Echo is keeping well hidden. Oops, wrong one. One sec. Echo is keeping well hidden, and she says, "He's probably just testing you." As he, with complete ease, just steps over a rather large stream. As he tentatively takes steps.
Elias kind of makes a hand gesture to get the others to back away when Echo says that, and he just stands there and waits, basically.
Okay. Still with a shiny thing in hand, he approaches tentatively. Are you all staying there then?
Well, I'm hoping they'll back up.
I'll back up.
Okay. He paces up and down, and eventually as you back up, he begins to move forward.
I'd like to think I'm small and he doesn't see me as a threat,
So you're the opposite of intimidation.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to be intimidating, but I'm trying to just kind of stand here, and see what he does.
Okay, I would like to have from you.
I rely on my halfling bravery to
Your
get me
halfling
through.
bravery. So, are you kind of crapping yourself at the moment, or are you just?
No, not at all.
Just
I'm
another
just
day in
trying to
Elias Sonorok's.
day in the life of Elias, right? This is how he rolls.
All right, so we'll have. What shall we have? Is there a bravery check?
I mean, there's actually
Is it persuasion?
a thing, isn't there? Well, I mean, why would you want to do it?
Performance.
You think my bravery is bluster and it is worthy of a performance? Okay.
The ape thinks that. The ape thinks that you're making an offering.
He does think I'm going to make an offering, which I am going to be very careful on that and make sure that I use my chronal shift so that I can re-roll that.
Okay.
This is where it goes very, very south very quickly. Watch.
Roll a 1.
Yeah. Ah, 2. You know,
Please,
great. That went well.
He charges at you, Elias. Charges right up into your face and stops. Like you can smell his breath. And then backs up a little bit. Grabs the fruit. What kind of fruit have we got on the ground?
What fruit did we pick up? Well, we got the dancing monkey fruit, but we picked up some other stuff that I think we said looked like a peach.
What was that?
I didn't record what the fruit looked like, or tasted like when you mentioned it. Unfortunately.
Okay. So that fruit that looked like a peach has quite a hard stone in the middle. He tosses the dancing monkey fruit away. Doesn't even bother. But he picks up this other fruit, rips all the meat off it, as it were, and just takes the stone. And then astonishingly, he backs up a bit, puts the stone on the ground, and then uses this metal thing in its hand, and just gently taps it and cracks it open and eats the center of this stone. As he grumpily looks at you, expectantly.
What, like he wants more?
He just looks at you expectantly.
Okay. I'll give him my copy of Volo's Guide to Monsters. See if he wants to read it.
He sniffs it and throws it over your head.
Oh, okay.
As it lands behind you.
So I'll search through my bag for something we've got that's edible, I suppose. Do you know what?
Would music tame the savage beast?
Always worth a try.
I'll pull out my loot. I want to say loot, and start plucking a sad, slow ballad.
Don't feel like this is going to end well for me.
A sad, slow ballad.
Yeah, sort of a melodic ballad.
All right, let's have a performance check. But this is an ape. What's his intelligence? All right.
20.
He stops for a moment and listens to you playing. Did you say a sad ballad?
Yeah, it's sort of melodic ballad, should we say?
Okay, you begin playing this music, and he looks around, as if looking for something, and then looks at you and starts pounding on the ground and screaming and making really gruff noises, disapproving noises.
Okay. Whilst he's focusing on Mike, can I cast Detect Thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's not a fan of the music. I'm going to try and sort of pluck up the song to more of a merry jaunt.
Right, so what does Detect Thought?
He has to make a DC 14 Wisdom save, or I can basically detect his surface thoughts and effectively read his mind.
Oh, the wisdom saving throw is if you want to go deeper, isn't it?
Is it? So I basically
you initially
get
learn the
thoughts
surface thoughts of the creature, which is what's on its mind at the moment.
Oh yeah, it does say if you wish to probe deeper. I don't really want to probe deeper. I just want to get an understanding of what it's thinking and how I can,
You are overcome with thoughts of all you can picture in your head right now that this ape is thinking is this ape and another ape having wild, untamed sex.
Okay. Elias just smiles like, my man. Okay. Okay. So he wants to get a bit sexy with the Mrs. Ape, or maybe it's Mr. Ape. Who knows? So he doesn't want more fruit. He's quite happy with that. He's not about the music life, but we need to maybe find it. He's a bit of a lover. We need to find him a mate.
What was that music you were playing then, Blaine?
I've kind of tried to put a bit more energy into it, so less of a tuneful melody ballad to more of a, I don't know, a bit like Zorba the Greek, but not the slow bit.
Okay.
Maybe we should play a bit of
Wait, Zorba the Greek. Okay.
Ding 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 ding. That sort of bit. Ding 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 ding.
Okay, let's have a performance check.
Hang on. Performance.
As you pluck on your bazooki.
18.
Cool. Let's have a perception check from Quinn.
Okay.
Who is presumably still circling.
Yep, like a vulture.
Like a vulture.
Or like a seagull at the beach looking for ships. 16.
16. You see movement in the trees behind your friends, and it's approaching fast.
Oh.
As you play this music, let's have a perception check from Yim, who hasn't said anything, and Brutus, as Blaine and Elias are so focused on this giant ape. Yeah. You both turn around and you hear a very loud rustling in the trees in the distance as you see trees being pushed around. What do you do? Quick reaction.
I'm going to wild shape into a butterfly. Oh no, something because that can fly.
Big hairy ape.
Butterfly.
One of them.
Big hairy ape. No,
Offer yourself up to him, Dylan. Take one for the team.
It did cross my mind, but then I thought, no, that's a bit too much. A bit too early at night for that. Yeah, I'm going to wild shape into a spider. Just climb up the rock. That's
okay.
My quick reaction.
That's your quick reaction. And Yim's? Quick.
Just turn around.
Okay. Through the trees comes crashing
Mama ape. As
she's got a higher pitch growl, but she charges at all four of you behind the rock. As the other ape goes literal ape shit, as he starts spinning around and howling and growling. Yeah. And Mama ape comes charging right up against you, as she slows to a halt. Presumably Blaine is still hearing, or is it all gone a bit pring and stopped?
Oh, I'm still going.
All right. As she's mesmerized by this music. This music that's actually playing is not appropriate. Anyway, as she stops and backs away a little bit, as the Papa ape is calling.
I'll sort of bow to her and sort of make it known that I've noticed her presence, but I'm of no threat whatsoever. Just keep playing.
Okay, I mean I can take your current performance, which is quite good. And the other ape backs up a little bit. What's Elias doing? What's Quinn doing as well?
Dropping rocks.
I mean,
Quinn's gonna land very stealthily on the top of the Ubtao statue, just keeping an eye on the shiny in the Papa Ape's hand.
So you're gonna be up here.
So what?
Okay. With a flutter of wings, you see Elias. You see Quinn land on top of the head of the statue. What are you doing?
What's Papa Ape doing right now?
He's doing that spinning thing that he was doing before.
I'm gonna copy him. Actually, what are his thoughts right now while he spins?
They're even hornier than before.
Oh dear.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Oh,
Elias will spin around as well.
You're spinning around?
Why not?
Oh shit. You're a threat. Let's roll for initiative.
What?
The Papa Ape takes this as a sign of challenge to his mate.
Oh fuck. This could be interesting.
As it kicks off.
Trying to take his woman.
Everybody roll initiative.
I'm trying. There we go.
I'm going to run up and squeeze Elias's buttocks and pretend to be his mate.
I believe you did that, Craig. I challenge you. Okay, so Mama Ape kind of hangs back. Obviously, if she had popcorn, she'd be getting it out ready to watch the show. As it's Yim's turn.
And she's not seeming aggressive though.
No, she's just kind of hanging back, just watching.
Okay, so I can move away from her then without opportunity attack.
Well, I don't know.
Can I kind of go like that so I'm not in a... Oh, right, okay. I'll just stay here then. Oh, I'll carry on. So she gets an opportunity attack, she gets one.
He's just watching. He just watches you walk past.
This is not great, guys. I am going to go for some magic. Let's go for scorching. I think I've got it here. Cast that. So I'm gonna scorching ray. So like I'm gonna create a ball of fire and throw it at the daddy ape. Oh, I feel like we're totally intruding on some private time here.
Yep.
Yep. Do that. So 24, I think it is. Oh, is it 3? I'll do it. Sorry.
Any classes off bounds, Peter?
Sorry?
Any classes out of bounds?
Any classes?
Out of bounds? As in, like, anything I can't use because I'm preparing something else right now.
No, I mean, carry on.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. So 24, 8. Oof. 2 of them hit for 14 points of damage. As your scorching rays like burn and singe the fur on this poor ape.
I know, I feel so crap.
I'm surprised you did that. Oh, begin combat.
Yeah, me too.
Blaine.
Okay, I'm going to cast. I'm going to come round hither. I'm going to cast Thunderclap. Thunderclap. Hopefully, it might spook him a bit.
So your aim is to spook him. Thunderclap can be heard 100 feet away each. What's the range on this then? Oh, self. You need to be. It needs to come from you.
All right. Curses.
I mean, you can do.
I don't want to spook Mama either, so I'll get up as close as I can, and then cast it.
Okay, so he does a Constitution saving throw. And passes. Because he's an ape.
Fair enough. Yeah, so he doesn't take the damage, but it's whether he sort of gets spooked or not.
Each creature take thunder damage. Okay, so a clap of thunder echoes all around this ape as he. Let's do it on a d20. Okay, as this ape is completely spooked by this noise and backs right off. You hear the other ape, Mama Ape, going mad and doing a little spin as well.
No one spin.
Brutus Bitterbuck, who is now. Oh, you need to be a spider, don't you? 1 sec. Not Spoder, spider. Oh, what kind of spider are you going to be, Dylan? I've only got 2 here.
What colours have you got?
A massive
colours?
one.
What spiders?
I've got a wolf spider and I've got a giant spider. And a giant wolf spider.
I think I've got giant wolf spider in me. Yeah, I'll be a giant wolf spider. I think I said I'd climb on top of that rock, but
Okay. You're on top of the rock.
okay, let's see what I can do. Walk up, so I suppose now. Bite. All I can do is bite.
I mean, you're a wolf spider. You're not a tarantula.
Don't
Flick
watch my
hairs.
Can I ready in action? I'm gonna move up here.
Yeah.
And if it passes like this line here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump on his face and bite him in nostrils.
Okay. Nostrils. Okay. Elias.
Ooh. This is well.
You hear a voice from behind you from Echo saying, "Make him sleep."
Make him sleep. I can't make him sleep. I'm gonna force him. Can he do the wisdom saving throw for detect thoughts?
I mean, I rolled it before and he failed it.
Did he? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna now force, because I can communicate with him. He can't communicate back, but I can try and calm him, and just say like, we mean no harm, and I'm gonna try and force that thought to him.
Let's have a persuasion check.
Yeah.
I'll make it the same as his intelligence.
Persuasion.
Easy. Okay, this ape, his face changes when you say this, as he looks around, concerned but not panicked. He's more scared. He's more scared of that thunderclap. As his face kind of softens a bit, and begins kind of pacing side to side.
And I tell the others to stand down as well. I don't really want them scorching ray in the poor thing again.
No, I'm very passive at the moment.
Okay. Eku's gonna hold her action, so it's Quinn.
Hold my action too, if that's alright.
Or
he's a jolly good fellow.
I mean, you're pretty much last in the queue, so what
yeah, I am. I will hold my action till after Elias does something next.
All right. So the giant ape is going to look. He looks. If apes could look ashamed, this ape would be looking that right now as he looks at his mate over your head. As he turns his back, and he drops the thing that he was carrying.
Gasp.
Walks up to the statue and just kind of, in a rage, just throws everything all around in a complete fury. Just chucks stuff in the water, wrecks the little display that he had going, and wanders off into the forest.
Ooh.
We'll do that with a dash action. As he wanders off into the forest.
Okay.
Are you giving chase?
No, I want to know what he's dropped on the floor.
Okay.
I'm not going to chase the thing. I feel like that's cruel.
What's Yim
I
doing?
already cowed him into submission with, using like thought control, basically.
What's Yim doing? Are you going to chase him a scorching ray him?
No,
wow.
I wish I wouldn't have done that. Oh, Yim's looking pretty sheepish as well. Are we still in initiative?
If you want to be.
Well, no.
Alright. I'll put you out to your miseries. So the great ape retreats into the forest, into the jungle.
I'm sorry.
As his oh, hang on, come on, stop messing around. As his display is completely wrecked. The female brushes past you, Elias, kind of with a massive hand twirls your hair, and wanders over to the display and looks at you and looks at the display expectantly.
Oh, great. Okay.
I
look at playing like, is this not your area of expertise?
I have to do this. She goes to you. Whoa.
Wow.
She gives you a little snort.
I feel like I'm gonna be a
eyes
ape-sized dildo in a second.
Eyes half closed. Gives you a little snort.
Looks like you won the day, my friend.
funny that he kind of looks back and play like a bit of a fuck off look.
I'm gonna start playing my song again to appease Mama Ape.
Oh, she's appeased, my friend.
I'm sure she
You're
is.
you're only making this more intense. Oh yeah, with an 18, I'm gonna accept that as a love song.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to make some flowers blossom around their.
Oh, you hear that, Craig?
You guys are awful.
Set the scene.
Quinn looks down at the statue like, what the fuck is going on there?
Elias looks up like, help. So Elias is I don't know how I'm gonna get out of a giant, overly sexualized ape.
She's obviously after some offering. Hopefully she's into something other than carnal knowledge.
Hopefully, I've already used my thingamabob.
Someone's never watched Attenborough before.
Yeah, I will walk up. I'm gonna scoop up whatever this ape was carrying. This
Okay,
thing.
it's some kind of contraption. It's got cogs, and it seems to have a little rope pulley in it as well.
I don't know. I might just cast mirror image and turn it into an orgy. I don't know what else to do. Has what, a little rope pulley in it?
Flowers blossom all around you, Craig.
Oh, this is beautiful. What a beautiful blossoming Lord of Flowers.
Oh, I can almost smell the pheromones.
I'll cast Mage Hand and get the Mage Hand to fist the gorilla.
What?
Quinn flies off.
Thanks. And then I'll run while it's distracted.
But Blaine kills himself.
Oh God. Why?
Are you running away?
I can't. I mean, I can't run away, but I can't. I also can't make love to a gorilla, I'm afraid.
Okay. I mean, logistically, that is fair enough.
It's not in my repertoire, and I don't want to become a, halfling-sized dildo for a gorilla. To be honest with you.
That agrees you all up.
Are you actually doing the Mage Hand thing?
I'm not going to do that. I'm joking. Don't be ridiculous.
Okay.
I just don't know. I don't know what to do.
When did your D&D game go a little bit south?
When our halfling tried to I'll tell you what. Quinn, seeing the trouble down below, lets out a giant bird screech. Gets the gorilla's attention. It's like, go now.
Yeah, we'll do that.
The gorilla turns around. Let's have sleight of hand.
From me?
Against her intelligence. Yes.
Okay.
It's the closest I can get to a distraction.
Fuck, I hope her intelligence is low.
Should that not be deception, then, if anything?
Okay, then. Deception.
Deception, okay. Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, bad times.
Oh, no, hang on, I have a minus
oh, wow.
one.
The ape is startled by you, just as she was having some dreamy thoughts about the halfling. She's startled by you, Quinn, and turns and spots you and charges for you.
Fly away.
Okay, she's halfway up the statue before you fly away. What's everybody else doing?
Running for my life.
Yeah, running.
Yep.
Okay. You all leg it as you hear behind you. She's not happy. She's not happy.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Yeah.
Let me see what's her. See, her movement is. Ooh. You hear cracking sounds in the canopy above. As they're keeping pace with you.
Oh no.
As you run through the jungle. Quinn, you very, very clearly see a huge ape chasing them above the trees.
Can I dive bomb the back of her head to sort of distract her?
That's
yeah.
great.
We'll do. We're doing the shove. Would you say it's a shove?
I think that seems fair.
All right, we'll have a strength contest. I've been looking forward to this strength
Oh
contest.
my god, you want a strength contest with the monk? Oh shit. Alright, let's do it. Just pure strength.
I'm gonna roll this in that I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna make it public. Just a strength ability check.
Okay. Oh, what do I have to be? Oh! Nat 20, come on. Nat 20. Nat 20. Got a 20!
Ooh. You tried to shove the ape down the trees as she twists at the last moment and grabs you by the leg. Let's roll for initiative.
Fuck.
I don't have a map for a chase scene through the jungle, but this will do. As it's just Quinn and the ape. So she twists. Let me do a dex. Do a dex save. Call it. Oh, she keeps her footing. She has you by the leg right now. Hasn't fallen through the trees. Everyone else presumably still running.
Alright, that's fine. They got away.
What do you do, Quinn?
Let me just check my inventory.
Oh, you're both on the same initiative. How the does that work?
Oh,
What's
who
your
goes-
dex? What's your dexterity?
Dexterity is 17.
All right, you go first.
Alright.
Hers is lower.
Okay, let me just see what I can do. As an action, I would like to twist out of her grip. I want to sort of like a croc death roll, but the opposite. Twist myself out of her grip.
Okay. So that would be an athletics contest because you're trying to escape a grapple. Actually, we should have done a grapple. Yeah, let's do a grapple. So a strength contest again.
Okay. Did you? You didn't, did you? Oh, come on now. I'm rolling well here.
She holds on to you.
All right. Bonus action. Oh, I have a bonus action. I have spells, guys. I forget about my spells. I want to use Misty Step.
Okay. Good.
So I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
All right. Briefly surrounded by silvery mist. So you basically turn into a silvery mist, like in her hand, and she stops for a moment and she looks completely confused. She's just staring at her hands and just looking around, as she's hanging onto one of these trees, and she begins screaming and yowling in anger. Where have you? I mean, you've teleported 30 feet. Which way are you teleporting? Up, down, left, right?
I'm gonna teleport up, and then for the rest of my flight speed, I'm gonna move 50 feet away from her.
Okay. So, she do a stealth check against her perception.
Oh no, sorry, ignore that. That was my sleight of hand.
5. Yeah. She's completely confused. She's like looking all around in the trees. Oh, sorry, I'll just take the first one.
Okay.
In the trees and everything. Even the 6 actually beats it.
I know.
Surprisingly. She's completely confused. And meanwhile, the rest of the gang have got away. And she climbs down from the trees, and you just lose sight of her as you all brave Sir Robin out of there. And that's the end of the encounter.
Bloody hell.
Jeez.
I forgot Misty Step
That
is
was
the
pretty
best spell.
nerve-wracking.
So you all kind of run for half an hour. Just Eku's just like egging you on. Not that she probably needs to, but little spiders scurrying with you. Giant wolf spider thing. And after about half an hour, you kind of stop to catch your breath and have a little listen, and you can't hear any crashing in the trees anymore. What do you do?
Catch your breath.
Nice.
Slow.
Did I
It's
pick
probably
up that
slow.
object?
I wanna have a look at what this object actually was. I only really caught a quick mention of it, in all honesty.
It is. I'll show you a picture of it. Snipping tool, snipping tool, snipping, snipping, snip, snip.
Can I have a look
It's
at the object?
this. It's this, but without the writing, because reasons.
Oh, it's a fishing rod. With my archaeologist background, would I be able to tell what it is? My historical knowledge?
Yeah, quite easily. This is a winch, a rope winch.
Okay. Does it look like there's anywhere around where it would have come from?
I mean, it's a rope winch.
Okay.
In a jungle.
It's a bit weird. But this is D&D, you know.
Relatively small, or is it for a normal hemp rope?
Hello?
You what?
Is Peter
Hemp
dead?
rope.
Is it?
No, I just said it's a rope winch in the jungle. I'm waiting for responses.
Oh, Michael said, does it look like there's anywhere nearby that it would have come from?
Maybe I've cut out. Sorry. It's a rope winch in the jungle.
So that's a no,
Ooh.
basically.
As far
Yeah.
as you can tell.
There's nowhere obviously it's come. It's obviously come from somewhere, but nowhere nearby. Sorry if I missed this. The missus was talking to me about Mia. But has anyone sort of peeked in this cave, or is this is that just not
Well,
part?
you're about half an hour away from this location now. I just can't be bothered changing the map.
Right.
Makes sense.
Cool.
For all you know, it could be the Love Shack.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well.
You ruiners of mating rituals.
I would probably sort of advise the gang that obviously Mama Ape and Daddy Ape might be sort of around. Keep an eye out.
Sense of smell, haven't they?
You what? Sorry.
Presume they've got a good sense of smell.
Maybe. I'm gonna have my last jelly brain.
What, we're going to try and go back there?
I think it might be a doable thing. We have to now we know what we're up against. We can sort of sneak a bit more. Get some plans in place for being chased by massive apes.
Yep.
Well, we know the thunderclap sort of spooks them a bit, so we can always use that to our advantage.
I'm not planning on scrapping with some apes. I'm happy with my shit winch. Maybe it'll come in handy later.
Goblin tribe want it.
Sorry, what was that?
Don't the goblin tribe need it, or that's
Is
their
that
like?
what they were looking for?
I don't know.
We don't actually know, do we?
No, they never gave a description. They just said Agrumbogal.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Birkin.
Maybe Agrabugla is
Doohickey.
goblin for bloody great big ape.
A boogie sickle sickle.
So, are we going back to the bang pad for the giant apes?
Nope. The
I
bag
think
pat.
we should try and take that back then to them guys, eh?
Set your pickup line, Shannon. Do you want to come back to the bag pad? Oh, God.
Smooth.
Where we going to go? I think we take this to the Goblin tribe and we just go a gribbly wibble. I'm not sure what we're calling it. I'm just making words up here.
That's a long way to go though. If it's the wrong thing and then we have to come back.
Well,
Mm.
the apes might be too busy to notice us going into the little cave.
We could always lure the apes back to the goblins.
Oh.
I mean, that's a long way to run from an ape that can outrun me. So yeah, I might pass on that.
Oh,
I suspect it's more athletic than I am.
more than likely.
I think we should risk taking this back. It looks pretty interesting. What's it doing? What they got it for in the first place? You know.
Yeah.
It's worth it, I think.
Yeah, they might know what it actually does and where it comes from. Also, there was I've written my notes here. Man covered in honey, lots of bees, not the bees.
Sounds like Wicker Man. Not the bees.
Not the bees. We're going back to see the gobbledygoos.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. You head for you walk for another hour or so south, and you finally spot all the again these like tiki sticks sticking out the ground with various skulls and bones kind of mounted on top of them. So you know you're in their in Batiri territory. And you can hear like the beat of drums coming from the near distance. As you approach the village, you see quite a lot of these goblins kind of coming out of the tree line, keeping their distance and pointing the little spears at you in their battle stacks of 5 or 6 and sometimes 7 goblins stacked on top of each other as you enter the village. I don't know if I mentioned last time, but there's quite a lot more goblins than what you can see here. Probably about 40 goblins, including children.
Oh, good.
But at the moment, the goblins are just kind of following you into the village.
As we approach the village, can I touch Blaine on the shoulder and cast guidance on him? Just
What are you guiding him with? What are you guiding him with?
a 1d4 for
No.
an ability check. No, is that not how it works?
Tell me what you're doing.
I just cast in a cantrip. I'm just trying to cast a cantrip.
What are you guiding him against? What are you saying to him? What are you whispering?
Oh, is that how it works?
Sort of.
Oh, crap.
And out of the blue guidance.
Peter's being cruel because I'm cruel to Peter when he tries.
you
It's
are.
like, oh, right,
I'm
tell me what you're doing to help. Like, what guidance are you providing in this scenario?
I'm actually
Is that
thinking of
what-
dropping guidance because of that.
It's not that hard to think of something. What are you doing that's guidance? I'm being inspirational.
Well, nothing apparently, but no. I suppose guiding him to oh shit, because he's got like some I would hope some kind of performance persuasion type ability, so like trying to persuade these guys, you know, if shit hits the fan, to kind of like find us a different way out with some charm or something like that, you know,
I have to say, ma'am, your words are very soothing to me, and I'm very inspired by your gentle touch, and I'll do my best to talk our way out of this nonsense. I hope that little Whizmagadget's going to be enough to appease these people. There's a lot of them.
Yim, as you call on Ubtao to help you guide this bard in his journey to providing sound scores for mating rituals, and other such nonsense.
Check that one off. I've done that.
You hear a somewhere in your head, like you expect kind of an answer like "Bless you, my child" or something like that. You hear nothing for a while, and you then hear a manic cackle somewhere in your head. Right, what are we doing?
Great.
Heading towards the chieftain's hut, as it were, with the spinny whirly doohickey.
Okay. These goblins are like doing various dances and various displays, but they're all very much kind of crowding around you as you get to the chieftain's hut. What was her name? Her name was Queen Grabstab. So you enter Queen Grabstab's hut, kind of pile in into this small hut, and she says, "What you bring for me?"
Your Majesty, my fair goblin princess, please find upon us. We have traveled throughout the jungle to the mighty mountains in the north, and we have found ourselves in possession of this mystical object, this phantasmical doohickey, that we believe may be of use to you and your clan and tribe. Please, hopefully this will calm you and put ourselves in good stead with your good selves.
Trying to look really impatient. Who's presenting this thing? Hello?
I don't know. I haven't got it.
I've got
Who's
it.
who's got the winch?
Yeah, I'll give her the winchy thing.
Okay, how are you presenting it? You just kind of just gonna throw it to her, or?
Pass it.
We're not done.
And get him a velvet cushion.
Not done.
What's that, Dylan?
Sorry, I was just talking to Erin.
Okay. Okay. You hand her this winch device, and she grabs it from you with glee, and she holds it aloft as all the goblins begin like yowling and whooping, and making all these yelling sounds, bit like Native Americans in the really cheesy, stereotypical 60s cowboy films. And she hands it to one of the goblins, who seems to be slightly better dressed than anyone else, covered in tattoos. Like most of these goblins are covered in various tattoos. And they run out to the biggest tree in the village with it. And the Queen Grabstab turns to you and she says, You are champion. You are champion of Yelyark.
Well, thank you, ma'am. That is most honorable.
Not you.
Oh.
And she points at Elias and she says, You are champion of Yelyark. as she cuts the bard off. And says, You want gift? You must have gift.
Elias says, if you insist.
Okay. She grabs your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls out what looks like a massive needle. What do you do?
Okay. I let the proceedings continue for now.
Okay. she grabs your arm, and she pulls you close. And are you wearing a hat?
No, he doesn't wear a hat.
All right. She pulls you right close. She kind of slicks your hair all the way back.
Okay.
Until it's like, your receding hairline is, I don't know if you have one, presumably you do, or maybe not.
No, absolutely not. He's young.
All right, okay. Not receding
Cheeky
hairline.
bastard.
On your forehead, then.
On my head. On my face.
She's bringing the needle closer. What are you saying?
Elias is like, maybe the arm?
She looks at you kind of disappointed. And she says, outsiders. And she points at your foot with a grin on her face.
Okay.
Are you offering your foot up?
Yeah, I'll risk a foot.
All right. She grabs you by the foot, and I don't know how ticklish Elias is, but she begins tattooing your foot.
Okay.
And it's half cringe, half pleasant.
Okay.
And she does it quite quickly, actually.
Mhm.
And within moments, you have a lovely tattoo on your foot.
Okay.
And she says, You Batiri now. You Batiri champion. You always welcome in Yelyark. If you can find us. And you hear like a clicking sound from outside.
Okay. Great. I've now probably got dysentery, and
Hepatitis C.
and I'm but at least I'm a champion.
And we're not going to die, so you know.
Yeah,
She
there's
looks
that.
she looks at you expectantly, like she looks at your foot, and she's like, "Eh, eh."
Great, he says. You know. What's the image on his foot, Peter? What image has she bestowed upon me as a great gift?
It is. 1 sec.
A bearded yak.
It is. Oh, where is it? There it is. In the chat now.
Okay. Cool.
Let's have intelligence check.
Sure.
You become very concerned when you see this. When you see this, because you with this symbol, because you've seen it in several books that you have read in the past about the Shadowfell.
Okay.
The Queen stands up, and she kind of.
Glad I didn't let her tattoo my face then, to be honest with you.
She waddles outside. And what's everybody doing inside this hut?
I'm gonna follow the queen because I want to hear what that cranking noise is.
Okay. You go outside and you see that the biggest tree in the village has been winched all the way back, and that huge kind of tarpaulin sort of textile material that you saw with all the sticks running through the middle has been the edges have been pulled up and attached to this tree, and it now looks like this.
Oh no! I yell at the party to get out of the house! Get out of the house!
Oh no, the house isn't in this. It's kind
Oh,
of
the house
in the
isn't.
center of the village.
Oh
Don't panic.
yeah. Oh, I thought they were gonna load us up in the. Oh, okay. Can I look for the man on the stick covered in honey?
He's still there, but he's in and out of consciousness.
Can I?
Sorry, apologies. He's in a cage.
Can I? He's semi-conscious, isn't he? Can I get out the non-sharp end of my spear and poke him through the hole, like through the holes in the cage, and go, "Hey, you're right in there, buddy."
The goblin guard that's standing there is watching you as you do this. So this cage is a lashed together bamboo cage. It's big enough to hold like a very large animal, but at the moment it's this guy that's in it.
Okay.
And as you poke him, the goblin like kind of lets out a little laugh, a little manic laugh.
Yeah. I look to go, I poke! Oh, good. And I just like, hey! Please wake up. You okay?
He kind of comes to, and he says, "Help me! Help me! They're crazy! They're crazy, these things!" And the goblin like smacks the cage with his spear.
I'm gonna turn the goblin. What he do?
Who, he?
Yeah, what he do?
He tried to eat Batiri children.
Quinn visibly turns to the guy and it like whispers like, "Did you try to eat their kids?"
He says, "No, no." He looks horrified.
Can I want to turn to the
goblin smacks the cage again.
Yeah. Trying to think. He eat kids. I give you shiny, and then I eat him.
The goblin considers this for one moment, looks over to the queen, and he says, "Nah, nah."
Shiny for man?
Nah. As he's still looking at the queen and is not up for that.
Okay. I'm gonna go find Elias and like, hey, like poke him inside. Hey, I need your help.
With what?
There's a man in the cage. Can we get him out?
How do you think I would achieve such a feat?
Say you need a slave or you want to eat him. That's what I did.
And you think they're gonna believe me over you?
You're champion. They'll work.
Good point. So Elias confidently strides over and says, "Champion requests gift of slave," and points and see what they say.
To the queen.
Yeah.
All the goblins kind of standing around. They stare open-mouthed. As also you've noticed that most of the goblins have moved into this contraption that they've built. She looks at you, and she says, "Why?"
Elias says, "For entertainment," and then pokes him with a stick.
The goblin guard kind of lets out a chuckle, and the queen looks at him sternly, and he straightens again. And she says, This human, not entertainment. This human hunt children."
Terrible. We champion Batiri champion will dispose of him then.
Dispose of him. This is not Batiri justice. This Batiri justice, and she points at the stake that's still got honey dripping down it.
Okay. So this is why he's covered in honey.
And she says, "And then that Batiri justice," and she points at this hill that is quite visibly an ant hill.
Ah. Okay.
"And then this Batiri justice," and she points at the river.
And then.
No, and then. No, and then.
And then.
Okay, I mean, well, this is weird because she said Batiri justice, but this dude's still in the cage, and they all seem like they're loading up to leave. I'm confused.
I'll approach the queen and I'll say, "Manful feathers," and then like show my like flap up my wing and like like show her like, "Look at the shine. Look at these lovely feathers. What could you do with these feathers? Anything you want."
She sucks air through her teeth. She sucks air through her teeth, like, and she says, "Nonsense," and she carries on. Like she's
Right,
like
I
shouting
don't think
orders
we're
at the
getting this guy out
goblins.
of the cage, yeah.
I'm gonna grab the honey stick and go, I poke one time?
Drugs.
I'll approach. Your Majesty, may I implore you to release this prisoner into our charge, where we will degrade him for many nights, many days, under the harsh conditions of the jungle. He will suffer greatly for the injustice that he has served. I will see to it personally that he will hate every second of his life.
First of all, the man looks like he's about to crap himself. Second of all, am I going to need a deception or a persuasion check from you? Whichever one it is, give me that.
Okay, cool. I'll do a deception. 20.
Okay. She looks at you, and she says, She kind of surveys all the work that's going on to get this thing winched up, and she says, maybe Batiri champion slave have point. Hey, like one of the goblin that she gave the winch to says, he is a lot of effort. And she goes, okay, you take, but Batiri justice mean end in death. Human end in death.
Of course he will become blood himself. I will make sure of it.
Okay. Okay, she says, okay, you take human. And she starts shouting, can anybody here speak Goblin?
I can understand languages.
Well, all of them.
Hang on. Comprehend languages.
Well, she's shouting orders in a language. Are you casting comprehend languages?
I am.
Okay, you quite clearly you hear her shouting in a very posh Goblin accent. Prepare to fly in Goblin. As all of them in unison shout, yes, Queen! And they all kind of take positions and hold on. And she says to you, you better leave now. And she points to the edge of the tarpaulin.
I think you're right, ma'am. My Majesty, may you have a glorious flight.
She looks at you like a bit confused, like, huh?
And yeah, just step back.
Who's staying?
I'm stepping back.
I'm stepping back.
Yeah,
I'm going to,
well, I
going
mean,
to
yeah,
see.
step back.
Well, stepping back. You hear there's like a moment of silence, and everybody, all the goblins are just kind of lying down and they're holding on to these little handles, and the queen throws her spear at that winch that you gave her, and you just hear this massive click. Nothing for a moment, but as the tree like ascends into the sky, you just hear this as this huge like cloud of dust kicks up, and the village takes flight. And there's even a little picture.
What?
Like so. Like a little instruction manual for goblins. As the surprised escape mechanism fires, and the entire village lifts off into the air and flies over the jungle canopy at quite an impressive speed.
That's gonna hurt when that lands.
And that's the last you hear for now from the Batiri tribe.
Eek.
Oh,
Great.
I might as well leave you on that.
I'm now tattooed with Shadowfell symbolism.
I think it was worth it to see what that winch does.
I'm sure
Yeah.
no harm will come of that.
I think there's meant to be like a second picture of this map, but without the village in the middle.
I mean, at least it didn't take them with you.
That's true.
They
There
could
is
have
that.
forced you like, no, you're coming.
You are champion now. No.
Yeah.
You make love to all goblin women.
Oh. Out
For
of
the
the frying pan into the fire.
For
At
all the
least
50
I'd be a
seconds I've
suitable
lived.
size to make love to goblin women. Like with a gorilla, it's quite a terrifying prospect.
I'm fairly sure they're all going to liquefy the second that thing lands.
Well, who
Take
knows?
10d10.
That's a hell of a falling damage at speed.
Maybe they've got some magical levitate spell that they cast just before landing. Or maybe it's a Bollywood movie where anything can happen.
From the cage, you hear the man kind of is picked up one of the spears that he could reach and is rattling the cage, going, "Hello."
I'll go over to him and go, it's alright now, we got you. What are you doing here anyway?
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I suggest you wash that honey off yourself, sir, before you attract more insects.
Oh, yes, I will. Thank you for saving me from those savages.
Are you wounded at all?
Not only my pride, really.
Why do they think you were eating goblin children?
I mean, I wasn't eating them. That's absurd.
What were you doing with them?
Just studying them. For science.
How are you studying them, man?
You know, the way that scientists, I wouldn't expect you to understand. You're just a layman.
Try me. I'm a scientist.
Are you?
I'm an archaeologist.
Oh yeah. He looks you up and down and he says, "Well, didn't your science school ever teach you dissection?"
I punch him in the nuts.
He doubles over and drops to his knees.
Right in the beanbag.
He doubles over and drops to his knees,
I sack tap him.
crying, and is like, "What was that for?"
Quinn is quite pissed off now, and Stetson goes, "Kids are kids, regardless."
But they're savages. Didn't you see them?
They're still people, you asshole.
I get the hunt.
He's just writhing on the floor now.
I look at the party and go, I don't know about you, but the anthill sounds quite fun.
He's starting to retch now.
I mean, we made a promise to the Goblin Queen, so you know.
You better start talking, my friend. We're gonna kill your ass if you don't give us something.
He says, "No, not the ants, not again."
Quinn's gonna grab him by the shoulder, like the talons, just not like breaking skin, but like just enough to make him feel quite uncomfortable. Goes, I suggest you listen to my musical friend.
Sticky.
Oh, that's fine. Well, I just need better grip. Suggest you start talking to my musical friend here.
It just kind of tries to focus, and it is his vision's quite clearly in and out of focus, and it's like, what do you want from me?
Well, any information you might have about the jungle, what you might have found in your travels, where the hell you come from, why the hell you're here.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe, motherfucker.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Yeah.
He says I'm just gathering these creatures. I've been told to gather these creatures and bring them back.
By who?
By someone in Port Nyanzaru.
Someone isn't an answer.
It's some shadowy contact, I think, with the Zentarim, but this is just a job for me. They're only goblins, for goodness sake.
Were you cutting up the kids on order, or were you just doing it for fun?
I wasn't cutting them up. dissecting them for science. It was for science.
By your choice or by request?
By request, of course. I don't do this work for free.
What is your name?
My name? Why?
Tell me your name.
My name is Alfred Russell Wallace. I'm what we'd call in the science circle a biologist. You're a learned man, and he points to your book.
He says, "Indeed I am, but I don't ply my trade by cutting up innocent creatures."
Really? So you gathered all the information that you need to work your science through completely peaceful means?
Absolutely.
It looks at you like, and he
And I
says,
certainly do not spend my time cutting up children. So
"They're not
choose your words
children,
carefully.
they're savages."
Right, I'm gonna just cut him up. I'm not even bothered. He's yep, he's gonna die. I'm gonna cast magic missile on him.
Okay.
Take that.
I mean, it doesn't take much. He's only a commoner.
Yeah.
Just a single shot from your magic missile. Where you go and describe the scene to me?
So yeah, so I pull an arcane dart from the fold of my cloak and just sling it at him because he keeps going on about savages and Elias is a little bit more normally more lenient, but I think cutting up children of any race is pretty savage in its own right. So I'm not hearing another word or pitiful excuse from this absolute coward of a man. I'm just gonna put him out of his misery.
Before he tries to say something, is it like in the head or in the chest?
Oh,
or where?
I blast him square in the chest with an arcane dart.
He tries to say something before this dart slams into his chest and like sends him flying across the yard as he kind of tumbles backwards, and his legs are kind of akimbo in the air, and as they drop to the ground, you just got this smoldering hole in the middle of his chest, like still sizzling.
Yeah, Elias just turns around and shrugs at Blaine like, "Bateri justice?"
Justice is served, my friend. But normally, revenge is a dish best served cold, but that was smoking hot. Job done, my friend. Job done.
I wasn't prepared to carry somebody who just took such a black and white stance on, "Oh, well, I'm doing it for science, that's fine," you know?
No, I agree, my man. I agree.
Quinn's gonna go over and drag the body over to the fire pit, and even though he was like killing children, is gonna say a little prayer from, prayer to Ubtao and be like, he was a bit of a shit in this life, and hope he learns a bit more in his next, and so forth.
Okay, you feel inspired.
Hey.
That you all feel inspired that you have delivered justice
In one way or another.
in one way or another, in not so peaceful means.
I mean, there's certain things that push my buttons, and murdering kids, whether they're goblin kids or not, that's a button pusher right there.
Amen.
Okay. You are currently completely alone in this village. What's left of the village?
What's left of the village? Just a circular round hole in the middle of the jungle.
Yep.
Okay.
Was there any sort of resultant noise from the launch of the village? Can we hear like the resultant crash, or is it too far away?
I mean, you didn't hear a crash.
I mean, that's some trebuchet, that. if we didn't hear any volume of a crashing goblin village.
I love the picture of the Tyrannosaurus Rex with its
Just
like mouth
confused,
wide
like,
open, question mark over its head. Classic.
Awesome. Cool.
What would you like to do?
Should we continue our adventures down the river?
Let's go.
Yep. South.
Indeed.
So are you just leaving?
Well, we can have a look around before we go, see if there's anything of interest around. But I would have presumed they'd sort of packed things up and pissed off. But
okay, so in this village, the Queen's hut is still there.
Ooh.
And a couple of other smaller huts.
Check out the Queen's hut.
So there's 3 canoes on that's pulled up on the stream. Goblin sized, of course. There's a larder, so you kind of you poke around, you find a larder which is nothing more than a box to keep the insects out, and it's actually got quite a good store of fresh meat, fish, and other perishable food in there.
Cool.
I'll take that.
Take some of that.
Presumably, this is all perishable stuff. Fresh meat, fish, and other perishable food. I guess there are berries in there. I don't know why you'd want to mix berries with meat, but there you go.
Yeah, grab a handful of berries.
Okay. You can only presume that these were left more as a lure. That's why they were left behind. As you poke around the Queen's hut, which is really quite small. It's more like a doghouse almost. A really big one. No, there's other than some rope. There's nothing else really in here. And then there's the wooden cage. There's the ant hills, and that's about it really that's left here. It's a fairly safe area.
Don't we have 2 places we need to be heading? One was meeting the fella Artus Cimber at the heart of Ubtar. And the other one, we were meant to be going to Oralunga, weren't we, in the first place with Eku for something?
That was right.
Yeah, we don't have a location for the artist guy though, do we? He just said.
Or do we not? Did he not give us a rough idea?
No.
I don't think so. No.
He told you to meet him at. Anybody write it down?
It was myth something.
Oh no, wasn't it like the forgotten?
Yeah, I've got it wrote down somewhere, but I'm having a cig, so I can.
All right. Does anybody want to take a break at this stage?
Yeah, let's
probably
do
a
it.
good idea.
5 minutes. All right.
Yeah, great.
5 minutes.
I'm gonna make a brew.
Thanks.
That sounds like a good idea.
Oh,
Hello.
Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah. Your sound's pretty bad, Shards, tonight. It keeps cutting out and like.
Oh, hang on. Let me just double check the sound settings. It might be going through two different.
You know where it does that like cut you out as you're speaking and whatnot? It's a bit.
Is that any better?
Yeah, I think so. It didn't cut out the beginning bit then.
I wonder if I'm not having it close enough to my mouth.
It sounds alright from my end.
Was it? Right. Maybe it's just me then, I don't know. Oh, I'm so tired tonight.
Don't. I drank black coffee today just to stay awake for the afternoon of work.
Oh, bless.
I hate black coffee. I had no milk. I was just like, I'll just suffer through this. I put like I put 5 sweeteners in it just to drink it.
Yeah, definitely. That shit's harsh, isn't it? How's the new job going? All right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm doing all management reports now, so I'm like, I don't even have to touch the ledgers. It's great.
Oh, that's good. Is it local that you work in?
Yeah, it's just up. It's technically Lower Darwin. It's
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's
we go swimming somewhere around there, I think.
it's not near what is it? Acroll Papers, if you know where they are.
I know where that is. That's on Roman Road, isn't it?
Yeah, I work just off Roman Road.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I used to work on there.
A shit road, I can tell you that much.
It's just a shit job I was in at the time, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, the pay is a lot better than what I was on previously.
Good.
That always helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. I do get an hour for lunch, but I'm not sure what I want to do with it.
No,
Like-
could you not cut it in half and leave half an hour early?
I'm going to request that, but I have to wait a couple months to see if they keep me.
Ah, right, okay, yeah. Your probation.
Chase, you one of those troublemakers, Shadia.
I'm a mover and I'm a shaker.
A demanding person.
Coming in here with your logical ideas, shaking things up.
Like, let me start at 8:30 and finish at 4:30, or let me finish at 4:30 and have half an hour lunch. I hate 5 o'clock, damn it. I hate it.
I mean, I'm lucky I'm on flexi, so I can start anywhere between 8:30 and 9:30, and I finish between 5 and 6 respectively, depending on when
I start at 7. It's brilliant.
I'm back.
You start at 7. What time do you finish?
3:30.
Oh, that's
Oh my
quite nice, mate.
God.
And that's if I finish it off. Sometimes I wake up at 4 in the morning and I start working. And I'm like,
What is
yeah,
it you
I've been
do,
working
mate?
I'm a design engineer for the highways.
Oh, cool.
So I just sort of do drawings and stuff, and I could do loads of stuff at sort of any hour of the morning. So I'm up at 4 in the morning
Yeah, yeah.
working. So I'm like, hey, I've been on since 4. First thing I do is always send an email. Morning.
Make sure they know you're
Make
there.
sure they know I'm on. And then yeah, sort of 12 o'clock. I'm like, right, I've done my 8 hours. They're like, okay,
Oh, nice.
bye.
I'd work
decent.
that.
Must get tiring on an evening though, like when we're
Oh.
doing D&D till midnight, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, as it's times where I'm like, I get up at 7. Like, this morning I was up at 5. So I had like a 2-hour nap for lunch. I was like, I'm just going to have a snooze. Just like, had a snooze, come back down, logged in, no one said anything. Just like, alright, okay, cool.
Love it.
I'm lucky if I get a 20-second break from my computer before someone's going bling, bling, bling. Help! I'm fucked up.
No, the good thing about public services, there's never any sort of urgency. It's like, yeah, just get to it when you can. Because we're all sort of overworked anyway. They've got so much on. They're just like, don't explode over it. Just get it done when you can. So okay, cool. So yeah, you know, the typical job will take 2 or 3 weeks to put together, but I tend to do it in about a week, and then I'm just sit around for 2 weeks, which is why I could sort of end up playing Deep Rock Galactic and stuff on lunch breaks that'd be there for like 3 hours. No.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
On that note, do you fancy going back on it for the Halloween event?
I've not heard of the Halloween event. What are they doing?
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of missions that you do. You know, just it's a bit like a standard weekly quest thing. I just thought it'd be a bit of fun.
Yeah,
I'm up for it.
That. I like it. I like it a lot.
I've been looking to go back soon anyway because they're releasing all the new weapons, aren't they, soon? So I was
Have they
thinking
still
of
done
just
it yet?
maybe. They haven't done it yet, but it's gonna be pretty soon, I think.
Cool. Count me in.
Sound awesome. Is everybody back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I got my mead.
Is Megan back?
Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty.
Tree was the Forsaken Tree, by the way.
All right.
If you've not got
Forsaken
marked.
tree. That's it. Not forgotten tree.
Yeah, Forsaken Tree.
Kidoki.
Tea and cookie.
Where? What are you guys doing? Camping out? You leaving?
Does it look like a safe place to camp? What time is it?
Evening.
I'd say we bunker down here for the night. I mean, if the goblins were using it,
Yeah, I mean, I would ask questions as to why they felt the need to fling themselves 300 miles into the air. But yeah, I mean, you know, they've obviously been here a while. People obviously might think this is their territory and stay away, but I guess we won't know that until.
By the way, they were flung easterly direction.
They still felt the need to catapult themselves. It's kind of an extreme solution to a problem. Depends how extreme the problem is. So
They are goblins, though, aren't they? They would sort of think that's acceptable, would they? They're
they
not the
are
brightest.
probably batshit. So
yeah,
Yeah.
why walk when you can fling?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm happy to bunk down.
Considering the day we had, I'm gonna get real fancy with the perishable stuff, like a proper feast. Considering, you know, somebody had to seduce a gorilla and almost had to make love to a gorilla. So I will not include any sort of banana type foods in the
No
meal.
phallic shaped meal.
No, it's no phallic shaped meal.
No greasy meal.
I can have a greasy fried meal.
As long as it's not mage hand shaped, it's fine.
No Pizza Hut ketchup in case we offend any 30-odd-year-old men. Has anybody seen that article?
No.
No.
Somebody said it's apparently Pizza Hut ketchup is overly sexualized because it says
Oh, I heard
shake,
about that.
squeeze, and squirt on it. I mean, it's literally
It's only-
literally words on a bottle. There's no imagery or anything. It's just on a banner. It's like that's literally what you do with ketchup, you tit.
I think it's a slow day at the news desk.
I searched sexy ketchup and I want to post the photo that
Are you not disappointed?
Oh,
don't Google sexy ketchup.
Jesus.
why would you even Google that in the first place?
I'm now curious as to what sexy ketchup is. Oh
dear.
wow, I am not disappointed. What a sexy guy.
What, such arousal.
What is everybody doing? Are
Being
you
distracted by sexy ketchup right now?
Apparently. Are you long resting here?
What, just in the middle of
Tend
nowhere?
to. Well, it's not a camp in it. They've got like a building and whatnot. Probably not.
Yeah,
No, they
the
literally
Queen's
just
tents
slung
are
all that through the air, didn't they? Like
Yeah, but
it'll just be
the
a
Queen's
round
tents
bit
are
in
there,
the floor.
so
Let's sleep in the doghouse. I mean the chief's house.
Oh yeah.
I-
yeah.
I will turn a boat upside down and sleep underneath that.
Okay.
Feels safest.
Where's the 9-foot furball gonna sleep?
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a him problem to me.
Cheers.
Can I also fit under the canoe?
Ooh,
I don't
Not
see
with
why
you.
not.
I
I was
want my
gonna
own
say-
canoe.
a gorilla, and next to Naraka, it gets around a bit alive. Study, I thought this was the bard's job.
I'll just start shaking my head, bastard.
Put mud on my face like Alien vs Predator and
Oh wow.
sleep in tree. Sleep in this tree here, in the actual.
Smear cold mud on me.
Get to the flying village.
Oh dear.
Okay.
I'm gonna tuck
Right.
myself up in my shell.
So I'm gonna use your usual watch rotation. So I think Yim goes first.
Well, I'm not tucking myself up in my shell. Then I'm keeping watch for a bit.
Private roles. Okay. The night passes without any incident. It is still a boiling hot. It's like 37 degrees still. Although it's a bit overcast today. In fact, it's very overcast today. It is the next day. You've all taken a long rest and recover whatever it is that you're recovering.
Nice.
Noise.
Noise.
I'm going to expand on that. I'm going to cover myself in mud to protect myself from the sun like hippos do and elephants and that.
It's a good shout, actually. I never thought of sun exposure.
What else can I get you with?
What else can I get you with?
Get you with
Oh.
cancer.
Wow.
Jesus.
Whoa, that escalated fast. I was thinking more like light sunburn, a bit of, you know.
Listerine.
Side point, mentioning cancer. Are you going to the cancer board game day on Sunday, Peter?
Is this the one in? Is it Grimser?
It's in Lancaster.
Oh, Lancaster. Jeez, that's when is that?
Sunday.
Are you?
We won't be. I wouldn't be able to do all day, but I could maybe go for a few hours. I do
I
like
will-
to show support on that event.
I will seek approval.
See what she who is in charge says.
I'll see what the headmistress says.
Take the kids.
No,
Eh,
I'll never be able to play.
questionable. We'd be playing double all day if that was the case.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I don't actually mind a game of double, but you know, maybe not all
actually,
day.
It'll be D&D mayhem. Yeah, I'll seek approval.
All right.
Okay, what is everybody doing? If you're setting off, let me know, and then I'm going to need the usual D20, not D20, is it survival?
Yeah, survival checks.
And just tell me which direction you're moving.
Um,
I think we can do directly east if you want to. It's up to you.
Why not?
And we'll just move to the next.
We're not going south.
No, it's Quinn that rolls the survival checks.
oh, okay, cool.
I got advantage on him
Yeah.
because of my
Sorry,
fancy.
what did you say, Megan?
Are we not going like southwest-ish?
Yeah, that's where we were headed.
We're not following the goblins, are we?
Give me a survival check. Give me your direction and a D4.
And 1d4, did you say?
17 is a pass, yeah.
We'll continue heading southwest.
Okay.
And 1d4, you said. A 2.
So you move 2 squares. That. So you go 1, 2. Got it on. Done this right. Okay. Day. Lost track. Day 8.
Day 13 in the Big Brother house.
Day 13. Day 8 in the Big Brother house. You spot. Okay, you come across a large group of cinder berry bushes. Kind of a cluster of them.
Spicy.
Cinderberry.
Yeah.
Are they the good ones?
Who knows?
We
Not
try
me.
one. Might try one.
Like cinder toffee. What?
Cinder, S-I-N-D-A.
Oh, they look like pine cones.
A little bit.
Yeah. That was my brief description of them. You know, after seeing the images, I took down something that would remind me what they are. Pine cones.
Okay, so these berries, they are dark brown and bitter. A full-grown cinderberry bush has berries growing on it. A bush plucked berries. Fresh cinderberries can be eaten raw or crushed and added to a drink to dull the bitterness. What are you doing? You see the bushes.
Is there any sort of tracks around the bushes or sort of beaten path?
No, but you do hear a ground thumping sound.
Everything wants to kill you in this place. Or
Welcome
bomb
to
you.
the jungle.
And I don't want to be killed or bombed.
Or a combination of the two.
Death by snoo snoo.
Bombed to death by snoo snoo. Oh, God.
So there's rustling. No, there's a thumping noise. Did you say?
Yep. Okay, as you're all taken by surprise, a Stegosaurus comes out of the tree line and is eyeballing these bushes. And it's also eyeballing you. And it kind of stops in its tracks.
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus.
I'm going to greet it like you would a cat. Like, I'm going to bend down, I'm going to make myself small, and I'm going to pull my hand and go psh, 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 psh.
The Stegosaurus approaches, but not you. It makes some tentative steps towards the berry bushes, kind of licks its lips.
I'm going to ask the group, do you want those berries, or are you good?
Eku says, those berries are very good. They make you strong.
Bet they make that creature strong, though, too.
Maybe Stegosaurus don't like meat.
But maybe he needs it for nourishment. I wouldn't want to steal a creature's food source.
Stegosaurus moves a bit closer to the bushes.
Can I sort of puff my wings out a bit, make myself look bigger, and just sort of like gently shoo it away, like, come on, like you would like a cat, like, get out of here. Psh, psh, psh.
As you spread your wings out, the beast gets spooked and runs into the tree line.
Turn to the group and go, alright, and I'm gonna go start picking some berries.
Yeah, roll me 4d6s.
4d6. Ooh.
You gather 17 bunches of berries. Each bunch. Oh no, sorry. Those are 17 berries. They're almost like orange size.
Oh, wow. Well, what's Ben go? Look what I got. We eat well tonight.
Nod my head in approval. Awesome.
All right, so you pocket the berries. Eku grabs one and she bites into it, and her mouth like almost implodes. One of her eyes like twitches closed.
Is it good?
like you're what is it? Like you're eating a lemon.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
Oh.
And she's just kind of hanging around.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's carry on.
Quinn goes fuck it and shoves the whole thing in his mouth and go like, oh, I wonder what's about, and go, "Ugh."
The whole one berry or the whole lot?
No, one berry. Not
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean you feel it's bitter. It's not sour, it's bitter. But as it goes down, you kind of feel like a fire in your belly.
Ooh.
Just what you'd eat in 38 degree temperatures. Cool.
Yep. She says, Eku says, these are good for disease.
What kind of disease?
Oh, my mama used to feed me these when I was a little girl. When I was ill. Loads of it. It was awful, but I felt better very, very soon after.
Sounds like they could be useful.
Mm-hmm. Let's have an insight check from you, Blaine.
Insight. 17?
Yep. Okay. So, are you carrying on up the road?
Yeah, I see why not.
Okay. As you carry on walking for the day, you pass a tree, and it's hard to miss the smell. And you look around and you look up into this tree, and you spot a corpse of a human just kind of dangling from one of the branches on this tree.
I will get the party's attention and point the corpse out. Psst. Look up there.
Yeah, it almost looks like he fell asleep and forgot to wake up.
That can't be good.
There any more bodies in the tree? Did the bodies hit the floor or?
The bodies hit the floor. Are you gonna climb the tree or?
No, I did.
It's just the corpse up in the tree.
No, I'm
all
just.
around. Give me another survival check.
With advantage? Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good brew. This.
Ooh.
Mine too.
You immediately spot just loads, and you've never seen so many dinosaur tracks. Big, like three-toe, taloned, fucking massive dinosaur tracks just all around this tree.
If I was a smart man, I'd suggest this man was hiding from something and couldn't quite get down. Was stuck up here for some time and probably died.
It's a fair ways up.
I start tapping whoever's close to me. Go like the ground. Look at the dino tracks. Doesn't that look familiar? I think we should leave now.
Agree.
Yeah.
Who's looking at the corpse?
I'd look at the corpse.
Let's have a perception.
Perception.
Nice.
20.
This was a well-dressed man. Surprisingly, for the jungle, he wasn't dressed for the jungle. And you see a necklace hanging from around his neck, and quite a bit of jewelry on his fingers.
How hard does the tree look to climb?
You reckon you could make it?
Okay.
Athletics check if you climb.
I'm gonna just climb this tree a bit, see if I can't get a bead on where these creatures are. What do I need to roll?
Athletics.
Athletics. Oh, brilliant. 5.
You don't even get a single footing on this tree. It's quite a slippery, kind of moldy tree. But you do get a really good look at all the scratch marks leading up to the corpse on the tree.
Big scratch marks or kind of human
No,
scratch marks?
human fingernail scratch marks.
Point out to Elias. Say, this guy's got some good shit on him. Can I give you a boost up?
He says, sure. Let's go for it.
Okay. I won't make Blaine roll, but give me athletics with advantage.
Let's have a look.
Elias.
That wasn't with advantage. Shit.
Sorry, just roll it again.
I always do that. Not great.
You slide back down the tree again. It's quite gluous.
He just says, I don't think I can make it up there. It's awkward.
Guess some things were not meant
Do you
to
know
be.
what? Elias gets his cat to climb the tree.
Oh, you're familiar. Yeah. Okay. I'm not quite sure how familiars work, but do let us know what it looks like.
I still need to decide on it, on what it looks like.
I mean, what it's doing. What's it doing?
Oh, what it's doing. I want it to go up and investigate the. It's a corpse, right, in the tree. Did you say?
Mm-hmm.
I want it to go up and investigate the corpse,
Do
will.
you see through its eyes? I can't remember how it works with familiars.
You can do, yes. As an action, you can see through. Yeah. Sure, it says somewhere. You can communicate with you telepathically. Is additionally as an action you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn.
Okay. Your cat very, very easily climbs up this tree. And gets. Are you looking through its eyes, or are you just telling it what to do?
Oh, I'm gonna look through its eyes as well. Yeah, I'm gonna investigate it myself through its eyes, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you look through your cat's eyes, and you see the chain around his neck is actually a gold chain, and it's there's a little plaque on it, on the chain, and it just says Wongo. And it's got a number of kind of cheap looking rings, but one very nice one.
Okay.
Which has it's got a carving of a monster on it, one of the rings.
Okay. I'm gonna just call the cat down and say, look, the guy seems to have some jewelry and something on the necklace says Wongo. Does it mean anything to you? As he looks around at everyone else.
Can I use my historical background?
I can tell you now that you don't recognize the name.
Fair enough.
You're not from you're archaeologist guild type person, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't mean anything to me, does it?
Monk, nope.
What does the monster on the ring look like, Peter? Something I recognize? Something I wouldn't recognize?
It appears to be like a face on picture of a dinosaur, really.
Okay, cool.
But like the kind of the face facing out, if that makes any sense. It's not like a profile side-on picture of it.
I will cast Mage Hand to go up there and remove rings and jewelry.
Okay, so your spectral hand goes up there and you basically loot the corpse. And as the hand, are you taking the necklace as well?
The necklace and the ring, yeah.
All right. As you remove the necklace, the branch was actually quite precarious and cracked in most places, and it comes crashing down.
Oh.
As your cat kind of jumps away with not your cat, your spectral hand moves away with all the loot in its hand, in it.
All right. Okay.
But this corpse is very well looted now.
Joy. I obviously I'll take the items and inspect them a bit closer once they're in my hand, in particular.
Okay. Which one are you expecting?
The ring, I think, interests me the most.
Okay. What kind of inspection? What are you doing?
I will do. Does it scream of arcana or anything arcane to me? I don't have detect magic, annoyingly. Otherwise, I'd cast it.
I mean, it's a picture of. It's a carving of a dinosaur.
Lovely.
It's quite hard to discern. It could mean anything.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna hand them a Blaine to have a nosy at as well. What do you think of these?
I'll have a quick look. Investigate.
Okay, let's have investigation.
Okay. Oh, 2.
I mean, it's a lovely ring. This would probably fetch a fair bit of money.
Yeah, it's a pretty ring. Probably could,
It usually goes on the finger.
Yeah. I think some secrets might be revealed further down the road. Maybe. The longer we have this on us, maybe we can find something.
Maybe we ask Important and Zara if anybody knows our unfortunate friend.
Maybe. Was there any identification?
Not that I can tell. I mean, his whole body's dropped out of the tree now, right? So we could have a look. But I suspect in D&D, identification's not something that particularly gets carried or is asked for or needed, particularly, I guess. Beyond maybe a signet ring of some description that would signify family heritage,
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, we'll take a. I'll take a note of his features, maybe. See if anyone knows. He's obviously sort of he stands out because he's wearing sort of smart clothes.
I love the fact that Elias and Blaine are just stood over this corpse that they're looting. Like, what's everyone else doing?
What is everybody else doing?
Yim's probably looking at the dinosaur tracks and seeing if they're recent and you know, investigating that side of busy with that sort of thing.
Quinn would probably be keeping a lookout just because of like the dino tracks and said previous experience with getting chomped by a T-Rex and doesn't want to have a second experience.
Well, these are similar to the T-Rex prints, yeah.
These are very much definitely the T-Rex prints.
Do they look fresh?
Not really. There's some mud and dirt and rain has gotten in there, so they've been there a while. He also has a cheaper looking ring that bears this carving on it. Where are we? Here. Pine cones.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I mean, it might be cheaper, but let's take it. You know, all of this could be symbolism to some faction or family that he belongs to. I mean, the least we can do is, you know, return his effects to his family, if nothing else.
Agreed.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it's a Triceratop coin, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks fancy, doesn't it? Because it's cheap looking. I think that's pretty damn cool.
Wasn't there some sort of dino guild in Port Nanzaro?
So, Quinn Talatoft recognizes this as the symbol of the Tepka Society, or Triceratops Society, as it is known in the common language.
Oh. How much do I remember about the society? That are they just a bunch of Triceratops enthusiasts?
No, these are. I mean, being from Kirsabal, you've heard of them anyway. They are. They're dedicated to preserving the history of Chult and preserving the nature of Chult and ridding it of the undead menace. They're very much like basically the indigenous, the original faction of Chult.
Oh.
Like a preservation society.
I'll see Blaine and Elias handling it, and I'll go, oh, that's from the hippies, the preservation hippies.
The Triceratops Society.
Yeah, Triceratops Society.
Perhaps maybe that's one of our first ports of call when we get back to town.
If. Okay.
I didn't want to say that.
That was very menacing. If.
Blaine turns around. Who said that? Out of the woods.
Well, maybe we should move on. Moving on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's getting to nighttime now. So I will roll a thing. And okay, the night passes without incident, and it is a new day. I'll have a survival check.
Do. A 19.
Yeah, easy pass. Direction and D4.
Southwest again and a D4. That's a 3.
Tree. That's the magic number. Southwest. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. So. Ooh. Okay, hold on to your horses.
Oh.
It's a thing.
Not a thing.
So as you walk through the jungle, I hear what happens next? I hear you cry. I will tell you.
Tell us,
The
Peter.
suspense is killing me.
Tell us.
So standing next to some rocks and ferns is an 8-foot tall statue. Excuse me, I need to sneeze. 1 sec. It's an 8-foot tall statue, humanoid in shape, with bronze fists, iron joints, an adamantine breastplate, and an iron helm with slits for eyes. The rest of the statue is made of sculpted wood reinforced with bands and rivets of adamantine. Scattered around its feet are offerings of food, feathers, coloured stones, and skulls. As well as that, let me find a map. Which one is it? I've got so many. There is. Surrounding it, you see a very large number of goblins, veggie-pygmies, not unlike the ones that you saw in the picture of the guide, and some strange, unfamiliar frog-looking creatures. There's an equal number of all of them, and they're all they're gathered around this. They're gathered around this statue, and they're paying tribute. I shall show you the scene now. Is it blank? Can you see what's going on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see what's going on.
So let me bring in your tokens in case you want to fight them. Lane, Brutus, Elias, Quinn, Yim Yam. Yeah, so you see that you come across this scene where there's offerings to this statue.
Do we recognise the statue as relating to any particular being, god, whatever, you know?
Give me an Arcana check, Yim, since you asked.
I hope I've got some good stuff. Well, no, I do not.
Don't recognise this as any kind of deity that you've ever heard of.
Oh,
well. But the area is covered in footprints of varying sizes, humanoid footprints.
Have they those guys worshipping? Have they noticed?
Yeah, they're basically they're bowing. They're in their own little groups, but they're all bowing to this statue. The little frog people are ribbiting. The little vegetable people are just kind of swaying.
Vegetably?
And these dudes here, they look like really big vegetables.
Yeah, they do. What are these dudes? Are these like?
And these are little goblins.
Oh, okay, yeah, in like masks. That's so unusual. So, veggie pygmy, grung, and goblins all gathered around the same, what looks humanoid statue, I guess.
Yep.
What does he hold in his hands?
It is some kind of sword.
Okay. Unusual. Not a deity I would have recognized from any of my research that I've done on Chult.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Here we go. 10.
A light bulb goes off in your head as you try to think back to the books that you've read about Chult, but that's not where you've seen this. You've seen this elsewhere. This is a shield guardian.
This massive statue is a shield guard.
You read it in the chronicles of a wizard who had one of these as a bodyguard.
Why do they worship it? It works from usually an item or a command word, then I would know, right? That this thing obeys what you tell it. Curious.
I mean, from the and get ready to slap your forehead from the book that you read, the wizard controlled it with an amulet. Where have you seen an amulet? I don't know.
I'm trying to think where I've seen an amulet. I'm going through my notes from each session.
Is it around the dead dude we just discovered?
No, the Queen.
Not the Wonga necklace, is it?
Oh.
As you all kind of stand around, holding your weapons, one of the frog people spots you, and says, he's kind of looking a bit panicky, and it says, "No weapons, no weapons!" And they all turn around to you, and they're all completely unarmed. And they all turn to you, and they all start shouting, just screaming, "No weapons, no weapons!"
Elias doesn't carry a weapon, so it's fine.
I'll put my weapon away.
Same.
Yeah.
They all turn around and continue chanting to this statue.
Can I understand what they're chanting?
They are they're worshipping. They're worshipping this statue. They're thanking it for creating this neutral zone where all the different tribes can come together and feast and pay homage to the god, the bronze god.
I'll sort of nudge Elias and let him know that's what they're doing. Seems to be some kind of neutral zone.
I mean, odd.
I'd imagine they don't want us to pull weapons in case they think that this is no longer a neutral place to be.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe we just remember where this is and come back and have a nosy when there's less folks around.
Indeed.
Across the chest of this statue, you see the letters VORN. And Blaine, you do hear them say the word Vorn several times.
I'm assuming this statue's got a name. Vaughn. These people seem to be worshipping it. Ring any bells?
Not that Elias can think
Actually, with an Arcana 10, this is the precise shield guardian you read about at university in the Chronicles of a Wizard.
Oh, okay.
You specifically remember it saying being called Vorn.
Okay. And what was Vaughn fabled for then, Peter? Tell us his story.
The Chronicles end abruptly.
Mm-hmm.
It was about the trek of a wizard through jungles, although it never really mentioned Chult by name.
Okay. Yeah.
So this wandering wizard was in search of some hidden knowledge that he obviously didn't even want to record in his book, in case it fell into the wrong hands.
All right. So the rings from the wizard that we've just, the well-dressed man that we just procured, Wongo, whatever he's called.
Mm-hmm.
Does Vaughn have any sort of effigies or inscriptions on him that would match similar sort of symbolism?
None whatsoever. The craftsmanship on this,
that'd be too obvious.
Craftsmanship on this shield guardian is exquisite, even compared to the artifacts, the jewelry that you recovered from that corpse. They're garbage compared to the craftsmanship that went into this shield guardian.
Okay.
But this statue just stands there, unmoving, impassive.
Maybe worth breaking up the party.
I don't think there's any reason to do any more than what we're doing right now.
They all stop. Chanting, and they pick up the food that they've brought, and they begin like handing it to each other and like chattering in their own little languages. And Blaine, you can tell that these are they're quite friendly chats.
Okay.
Maybe we ask the different tribes what Vaughn is, what Vaughn's done, you know, what they believe Vaughn is capable
of. Sure. I could always play maybe some songs and fake something to show our allegiance to Vaughn, as it were. Get him on our side.
Sure.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm going to pull out my lute and start sort of plucking an old fabled song about Vaughn out of thin air.
Okay, let's have a performance check. Wow. They all turn to you. They stop eating. Like one of them starts crying. One of the little veggie pygmies starts crying. The rest of them are staring daggers at you. And one of the goblins says, "Why you disrespect Vaughn?"
Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Seems my lute here is a bit out of tune. I'll stop. I didn't mean to upset you. I just felt compelled to construct a song of beauty about this wonderful statue. I apologize. I'm sorry.
They all begin chattering amongst themselves, and you can hear some really rude things being said about you, Blaine.
Probably.
Like angry and rude.
Oh well. Okay.
Oh well.
Everyone's a critic.
What's the party doing?
We've got our hands over our ears as well.
Yeah.
Jesus, man, they can't all be zingers. I tried.
Well, we met these other two tribes before, the geckos and
What's that? Sorry.
These three tribes here? What are they all?
Well, one of them that are goblinoids. One of them are similar to the veggie pygmies that you saw in the picture. Is it?
Oh yeah, that guide.
I can't remember his name. And the other one you've never seen before. The other lot. Really, it's frogs with really intricate patterns on their skin, but we all know what a danger color is. You know, like poison dart frog type danger colors, bright yellows, bright black, if such a thing was possible, like a real contrast on the yellows, green. Your senses are all firing like danger, danger, don't touch the skin of these things.
I'm gonna keep away from the frog people.
But they all go back to the merriment.
I mean, do we wanna crack out some food and sort of schmooze these people, get some information about the area?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
After you've angered them, yeah.
Well, yeah, try to make amends.
Okay. Who's doing what?
I'll nip over to the veggie people and get out some of the I'm assuming it's still fresh, like some of the perishables that we got from the goblin campsite, and just sort of like offer it to them and go, you know, do you want some? Eh?
So this is like meat and fish, right?
No, there were some berries, weren't there, or did a certain druid get
Cinderberries.
a? I'm not giving him those.
Pine cones.
Yeah, pine cones. You want some pine cones?
I love Sid. Sid is literally one of my favourites.
Yeah, I offer them pine cones.
And the last melon.
The veggie pygmies look away in disgust at all the things that you're offering. The frogs are quite happy to eat the pine cones, and the goblins are quite happy to take the meat. But not before they they lift it all above their heads. They don't thank you at all. They just take the food from you. They turn to Vorn and kind of hold it above their heads, and they chant some chants, and then they start eating the meat raw, the fish raw. There's quite a lot of like squelching and lip smacking sounds going on. But the veggie pygmies they don't partake in either of those things.
I'm curious as to what they eat.
Yeah, I sit down and go. I assume they understand. I go, what do you eat?
They just shrug and say, "Eat."
And like I point to the goblins like eating the meat and fish and stuff, and I go, "You do that or no?"
They just shrug.
Oh.
They look at each other a little bit confused.
What I'm really confused about is 2 of these 3 creatures here are toxic. Like, that's pretty dangerous. It's such a fucked up combo. They're all just stood around chilling like, all right, how you doing, Jeff? Yeah, good. Thanks, Dave. Yeah. How's the wife and kids? Yeah, real good, mate. Real good. Cool. Vaughn. Yeah, I'm so confused. Zoltan.
Something.
Do they all do big V's when they pronounce his name?
I mean, I guess I'll ask the veggie people going, what's, and I point in the direction that we're headed, go, anything that way? Anything big? Sharp teeth?
They look, they kind of follow the line that you're pointing at, and they say, "Rock."
A rock. Okay. Big rock,
As
small
in-
rock?
Big rock.
As in, cacao rock, not stone boulder rock.
They look a bit startled when you make this noise, and they look around the trees.
And like I point to what's it? I point to Quinn like rock, feathers.
With one eyebrow raised, they're all like, "Huh? Rock."
Okay.
And they point in the same direction that Quinn was pointing at.
Maybe they mean
Big rock.
Maybe they mean the heart of Uptown. Isn't that now stone? I think they say. We were told, weren't we? That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, I'm just glad it's not a giant, like 20-foot bird that's going to scoop us up or something and eat us all.
Yeah, I don't want to burn another nest, thank you.
Yeah. That was a scary moment.
One of the goblins comes over with a load of cracked open coconuts, and these are quite big coconuts.
Have they put the lime in the coconut though?
Nope. They're cracked in half, and they put them on the ground in front of the veggie pygmies, and the veggie pygmies all stand inside the coconut and do like a little shiver. What's everybody doing?
I don't really know what to do in this situation, gang. I feel like we could maybe go and do something else productive.
Yeah, I'm all for leaving because I've just been told there's a big rock in that area that we're headed, so I guess we'll go for the big rock.
And I've also embarrassed myself, so I'm quite happy to leave as well.
Yeah, they probably want us to leave. Go, all those weirdos are still here.
Yep.
As you turn to walk, one of the veggie pygmies says, and it takes him a while to kind of get his whatever the hell it is that he uses as vocal cords, and he says, "Ubtao's nephew."
Ubtao's
Nephew.
nephew.
And he puts his hand on his chest,
You're up,
if you can call it a chest. He bows, and he says, "Ubtao's nephew."
I guess I bow back and go, hello.
He bows back at you, and one of the frogs comes over, and he says, "His name is Ubtao's nephew."
Did he pick his name?
This chief veggie pygmy turns to the frog and he kind of nods to him, and the frog says, "He claims that Ubtao himself grew him and sent him into the forest to feed his children."
Why does Ubtao's nephew praise Vaughn? Surely Ubtao's nephew should praise Ubtao, right?
The frog looks at you and then he looks at the veggie pygmy like, "Yeah," and the veggie pygmy just it just turns back to Vaughn and he pretends like he's not heard and he carries on like praising.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Ubtal's nephew. Go. I am sent from Ubtal to eat liars. And I like open my mouth as wide as I can, and I point at his head, and I point in my mouth and go,
And he says, he points at you and he says, "Ubtao's children."
Yeah.
Elias,
And
Elias
he puts his arms out like, "Bring it."
Yeah, Elias nudges Quinn and goes, "Yeah, you might not want to consider eating these guys.
I wasn't really gonna do it, but I was just wanted to frighten him.
I'm not sure he'd be entirely frightened, and I'm not sure you'd come out better off for eating a veggie pygmy, if I'm quite honest."
Is he like that anteater that's like, bring it, bro?
Exactly like that.
I'm just gonna ignore him and go, you lie, you get punished, and then I walk away.
Okay. Bring it on. That's exactly like that.
I've never seen that meme.
After
Okay.
that very confusing display, I'm just gonna be like, can we go now, please? I'm uncomfortable.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After meeting Ubtal's nephew.
Okay.
Does anyone? I'm just gonna go up to Ubtal's nephew quick and say, do you know where Ubtal is right now?
To Ubtao's nephew?
Yeah.
He looks at you like quite impassively and he says, "Gone."
Where?
He points to the sky and he just, with almost like a smile, like, "Gone."
Cool. Bye.
Good talk.
Good chat, y'all.
Talk, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Weird.
You've come ill-equipped for this encounter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we buy Felicia out of here?
Yes, you can. They don't pay any mind to you as you leave.
They're probably quite happy with leaving.
You continue walking. you continue walking, and for a fair while, the trees are getting a bit thinner now. There seems to be some kind of clearing coming up ahead, and you just hear this strange, very loud moaning noise.
I turn to Elias and go, "Oh, looks like your girlfriend's back."
Oh no. Been a
This
very
is-
confusing night for Elias, you know.
This is this is a bassier sound. Is that Jessica Rabbit?
Keep
Was not
watching.
expecting.
Yeah.
Smashing. Oh, smashing.
Oh my god.
Good Lord.
As you get closer to the noise, let me unpin this. As you get closer to the noise, you can hear a very familiar sound by now, which is the growl of the undead. But you also hear
Oh.
above that, you hear a more panicked howling sound. As you approach, you come upon a Triceratops trying to fend off several zombies with its foot stuck in a tree root. The zombies haven't noticed you, and neither has the Triceratops.
How many zombies is there?
A fair few. And there's a big one as well. There's a big one. As they're all trying to get close to it, and a couple of zombies get close enough, but this Triceratops just sends them flying through the sky with its horns, but they are quite numerous.
Quinn's gonna get like, I wanna help it. What we doing?
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's roll for initiative.
Woohoo!
there is a big one.
Oh, that is a big one. You didn't say how big, Peter.
I mean, I did say he's a big one, and he's wielding some kind of weapon as well.
What is he, a zombie? We're all
Well.
zombies.
What's that?
What's that?
Oh, no.
I rolled a 1, and that's what I got for my initiative. So I was like, wah wah.
Oh,
God damn it!
that's brilliant.
Uh,
Oh, why am I all the way down?
what
The
was I
game is
doing?
literally shitting on me for it.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was trying to get this flipping music working. The big zombie notices you compared to the other zombies and comes bounding towards you. As it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as he runs right up to you, swinging his Morning Star.
Oh,
Blaine.
Shit.
Okay, I'm going to be boring and cast Fairy Fire on him.
Is that like a reaction? No, it's one action. You have to wait your turn, boy.
Okay. Alright.
However, that's a 9. Does that
It's a
hit?
miss. No.
Obviously misses as he swings the Morning Star over you, but you kind of just duck it quite easily because he is still a zombie. Oh, has he got a multi-attack? He doesn't. Blaine, now you can cast Fairy Fire.
Done. He needs a DC 14 Dexterity saving throw.
He rolls a
please.
4.
That's
Not
a
very
fail.
dexterous. Okay, so what happens to him again?
Any attack roll against the affected creature has advantage.
Okay.
And that's me done.
That's you done. Next up is Elias.
Elias is going to cast Witch Bolt on it.
But which bolt?
Oh,
Ugh.
That one.
did that come up? No. Fine. Let me click it. And then how do I get it on advantage cast spell? Has that worked? Doesn't look like it has. 18. So I'm just gonna. Can I get it to just re-roll the attack element? And not necessarily the damage? I mean,
It's
the damage.
the next to Witch Bolt, you've got the repeat the roll.
See if it'll do that. So the highest I got was 18
That's very definitely a hit.
for 1 damage.
And it's with advantage as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I rolled it a second time.
Okay. 1 damage. Is that a
Yeah.
cantrip?
No, it's a first level spell.
What the
It's a D12, but you can maintain it as a bonus action every turn once you've hit.
Oh,
So it's a D12,
yeah.
D12
Also, if you
every
do
turn
anything
now.
else-
All my bonus action.
Yikes. Oh god, this Witch Bolt glances off him.
What?
Like, nicks him. It just scratches him for 1 point of damage.
Okay, so it's a hit at least. That's
Yes.
all that matters.
That
Okay.
is a
I was
hit.
like, what?
But it visibly it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
The zombies. The zombies are gonna approach the Triceratops. In fact, I need to put him in the initiative track as well, I think. Oh, helpfully, it's just after. So these zombies are all gonna pile on top of this Triceratops. And I'm gonna do this quickly. As they all begin biting this Triceratops, and then he is gonna. Well, he can't charge. Oof. He gores 3 of these zombies as they go flying through the air and fall with a slap, a meaty slap against the ground. As 2 of them slap against the ground and just turn to mush as the horns of this Triceratops rips them apart. But one of them is still standing. Okay, next up is Yim.
Which one's still standing?
The bottom 3.
Right, good.
But the Triceratops, they're all over it. They're biting into it.
Okay, I'm gonna I try to come around the back of this whatever it is, that
This
big thing.
this barely injured zombie.
Yeah. And I'm gonna cast Turn Undead.
Okay.
There it is. So wisdom saving DC 14 it is. But it should get everything.
Is there anybody within 30 feet of you?
30 feet. Everybody is.
Oh, is that what that's what I'm asking.
30 feet. 35. Right, so it doesn't get this bottom one, but the other 2 it gets, and the biggie.
Okay, and they need to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, please.
Saving throw. That is very much a fail. Throw. That's a fail, and the big one.
Please fail.
8 is a fail. So all 3 of these zombies, what do they have to do? They have to run away from you.
Run away from me, yeah.
They look at you with this horrified look as they begin to move away. So we've got Is it 30 feet? Feet. We leave. Oops. Sorry. Clicking the wrong things here. Okay, so the big ogre zombie is gonna run through the party and try to leave the area. You all get an opportunity attack on him.
With advantage because he's got Fury
Yeah.
Fire on him.
Yep.
Nice.
As this purple lit up zombie runs through your party.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Roll 2 6s.
Says here 17.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right. What happened there? Hang on, let me just.
It's alright, 17 is there.
Alrighty.
Spear, so 18.
Sorry, I tried rerolling it. Spear. Get out of my way with dice. And then two-handed, which is.
Okay, so you do 6. Brutus does 6, that's 12. Elias does 4, so that's 16.
I do 1 as well.
Yeah. That's also a hit, so that's 7, so that's 23. And Blaine? Mike?
Sorry.
You left?
No, I'm still here. Ooh.
It's got to be a melee attack. Unless you got, what is it, Warcaster or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be.
That is how it's going to be.
Fine. Eat that. Or not. 9.
That's a hit.
Wow. 8
yeah.
points of damage.
He hasn't got much. So you all stab and whack and hit this zombie as it runs. But you don't do that much damage to it. This really is. He's fine. He's injured, but he's fine. As he runs 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's in the jungle. As he tries to get away from Yim. These zombies are going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're going to leave as well. However, they're going to get gored. As an opportunity attack. So that's easy hit. 22 points of damage. Holy moly. Don't tangle with Triceratopses. One of them tries to run away and he gets flung into the air. Actually, no, he pushes him down into the ground and splits him in several pieces as one of the zombies dies. But the other one kind of shambles away. And there is just one zombie left now. So, it is Brutus's turn. Well done, Yim.
Yeah, nice one. Right, I'm gonna be at. And I'm gonna. Ooh. Moonbeam.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Yoink. He rolls a 2. Okay. 5 even. I guess that's a fail. So does it take 17 radiant damage?
Scene.
Okay. What's it called? Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You clutch the feldspar cool in the palm of your hand and turn your gaze skyward. A shimmering beam of silver light lances downward, accompanied by a quiet, pleasant hum. The zombie caught in the beam immediately does a weird cry in pain as the moonlight sears with ghostly white flames, sears its flesh as it begins to melt. But he's still standing. Quinn.
Let me.
This Triceratops is bucking at everything near it.
Back in a second.
Let me just. I'm going to spend a key point for a bonus action, and I'm going to dash. I'm going to get about. Oh no, actually, I can make that. I don't need to dash. I've got 35 feet of movement. I'll get to about here, and I'm going to hit this zombie with my spear.
With your what?
With my spear. The spear.
Okay, has it got 10 feet reach?
It's got 20 feet reach.
A spear has got 20 feet reach.
It says 20 by 60. Yeah. But it doesn't matter because I rolled a critical fail.
6 is... Yeah, it's a miss. Just. I'm pretty sure that doesn't have 20 feet reach, dude.
Oh, it must be when chucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spear is
Yeah.
5 foot reach.
I am. Yes. No. In that case, I would be here.
Okay.
And that's it. Because, oh no, I have my bonus action. I forget about this. I'm going to do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
17?
That is very much a hit.
And some bludgeoning damage. For 5 points.
5 points is enough. You lance this zombie's rotting flesh. No, you don't lance it. Sorry, that was a spear. You punch. You're actually punching body parts off this zombie as it disintegrates and falls to the ground.
Oh.
As this Triceratops continues bucking and snorting at you with its leg well trapped in the roots of this tree.
Are we still in initiative? Or is everybody else buggered off?
The zombies have left the building.
I mean, are we out of initiative technically, or is this thing still?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fine.
Oh no, I just want to make sure. I'm gonna pull out a cinderberry, and I'm gonna try calm this thing down and roll the cinderberry at the Triceratops.
This panicked Triceratops completely ignores it.
Oh shit!
In fact, he attacks the berry.
I'm going to use my speech of Leaf and Beast.
What's that?
So, it's where I can talk to creatures and plants, but they can't. I can't understand them, but they can understand me.
Yeah, do it.
I'm just going to say.
Can you paste it so I can read it? Click the thing next to it.
Where is it? I can find the way I'm up.
You have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return. You have advantage on all charisma checks you make to influence them. Didn't know you can make charisma checks on beasts, but... Okay, yeah. What are you saying?
Yeah, eat. It'll do you some good. Can see your wistful wear. And I'm also going to cast what's it called? Good berry.
Okay.
Berries I've got, and roll it 10 berries.
Let's have we'll just have a straight up charisma check with advantage.
Charisma. Oh.
The 10 passes. So yeah, when you were young, you often wondered what animals were thinking, and now you can simply speak to them. So this Triceratops stops immediately from bucking, and just stares at you in what you presume to be astonishment that you can speak to it. But it's staring at you with still slightly panicked eyes as it pulls at the root with its back leg, but it is no longer threatening to gore any of you.
Can you go closer to it, like shushing it, like still trying to keep it calm and just try and reach and
Animal handling check, please.
Tap it on the nose to do something else. I'm not smacking it on the nose.
Punch it in the face.
No, I'm not poking it.
Push it with your mage hand.
I don't have it.
Push it over.
Oh bless.
Oh wow. Yeah, you put your turtle hand up to its snout, and it takes a few sniffs. And it calms down a lot.
As I'm gonna touch it, I'm gonna just lay my fingers gently on its beak, snout, nose thing, and cast Cure Wounds on it in the hope that it feels a bit better. 7 healing.
Yeah, no, the bite marks on its skin from these undead seem to stitch together.
Okay.
Yeah, they stitch together, and it was obviously a combination of panic and pain that this animal was going through. It's no longer bucking and threatening, and it's less panicked, and it's just kind of.
Can I stroke it down its side to try and get to where it's trapped? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with a 24, you can whatever.
I'll ride it after. No.
If you want to.
I'm gonna stroke down its side and try and free its legs. I don't know if I've got a knife or anything like that.
I'm gonna need a strength check.
Oh crap! I think I'm a bit stronger. Right, okay. Yeah, trying to undo the knot or strength. Can I cast ability check stuff on me to inspire myself and not? Never mind.
No, that's fine. It was you push the roots. In fact, sorry, you pull the roots to the point where it just lifts its foot out quite easily, and it's free. But it doesn't run away. It just kind of hangs around.
Did it eat any of them berries?
So did you feed them the berries, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposing Brutus goes over and feeds him the berries, and it's exactly this Triceratops's bag. These berries, it's its favorite treat. As it chows down on how many of them?
10.
10.
Yeah. So, you sound disappointed.
No, that's fine. No, I'm just counting. That's 1 hit point per good berry. Yeah. This Triceratops looks quite a lot better, although it's still a bit battered and bruised. It is looking considerably better, and its disposition has changed quite dramatically towards you. It's very friendly. Tyrone will be jealous.
No, they can be friends. Would Yim know that Brutus were talking to it? That wouldn't be something she would know.
I could tell you, I've just spoke to it.
I mean, you were speaking to it, weren't you? Is that not how it works?
Were you speaking out
loud? You could probably hear me talking dinosaur sort of growls.
Yeah, it says here they can understand the meaning of your words, so you're speaking.
Oh right, okay. It seemed to listen to you and be able to know, to calm down a lot. Do you want to maybe tell it to stick around if it's got nowhere else to go, and we can kind of help heal it back to full health? I don't know.
So I don't know what your name is, right, like that. But if you want to stick around with us lot, see it to your right on your feet and that.
It stamps its right foot, its front right foot, and kind of nods its head up and down.
That's good.
But it also shakes its head as if it's trying to get flies off or something. So you never know. It's still here.
Stick some mud on it. Oh.
Okay.
So we're taking the Triceratops with us for the time being. Till it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
fully recovered.
Yeah.
What's the Triceratops called?
The zoo.
Kazoo?
Gareth.
Gareth.
Yeah, let's call it Gareth. I like that.
Tyrone and Gareth. Okay.
Gareth is Tyrone's more successful younger brother.
As this is all going on, you just you hear Echo point off into the distance and say, "It's Mbala," and she points off the distance as you see an 1,800-foot plateau with sheer cliffs rising above the heaps of boulders like large ships.
Ooh, exciting.
Ooh.
Is that a real place?
No, I drew it just now.
I was gonna say either that or it's a bloody good drawing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's in the.
Where is that?
It's in Chult.
It's in Chult.
Okay.
It's in Chult, I mean.
Of course.
Not in Nevada.
And we shall end the session there for tonight.
Way.
Hey.